Richard Branson will reach Mars before Elon Musk. Here is how. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Richard Branson has done it. If you remember the 1980s hit Star Trek signature line, to boldly go where no one has ever gone before, well, Branson has done it. He beat both his rivals, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, and landed up in space much before them. In fact, when he shot off to space aboard his own winged rocket ship on 11th of July 2021, he beat Jeff Bezos by 9 days. Branson was actually not supposed to fly until later this summer, but hurried up his missions after Mr. Bezos' announcement plan to ride his own rockets into space from Texas on July 20th, the 52nd anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing. Though he has been accusing Bezos' plan, he claims that his ferry to space was a scheduled one, nothing to do with his rival's plan. Each of the three billionaires entrepreneurs, Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk, are trying to be the first one to pioneer private commercial space travel with their individual space startups and invested billions in their ventures. If you are willing to shell out millions, then you are more than welcome to abroad their spaceships. The tickets of Branson's Virgin Galactic are around $250,000, which they hope to bring down to $40,000 later. On the other hand, Bezos' Blue Origin is planning to charge its passengers around $200,000 for the ride, and Musk's SpaceX has not disclosed anything so far, but the tickets will definitely be competitively priced, keeping in mind the other two rivals companies. Its first private flight is set to September. Also, Musk says fees charged for SpaceX charter flights will go towards missions to the moon and eventually Mars, and he plans to land his first rockets on May by 2022 with his SpaceX program. Musk's SpaceX has already taken a crew to the International Space Stations, and the company has a plan to send an all-civilian crew into orbit in September 2021. Not only this, they have their plans rolled out for flying Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa around the moon with its forthcoming Starship rocket in 2023. In an interview back in 2017, Branson was asked who would reach Mars first, him or Elon Musk. He responded by saying, "I'm not as passionate about Mars as Elon is. My love for space is about how much it can do for people back here on Earth, and that's what Virgin Galactic is pushing towards." But it seems that he will reach Mars before Elon Musk, as he has completed one goal before anyone else and would definitely be eyeing the next goal of reaching Mars no matter what he says in public. His spaceships are totally state-of-the-art creations, and his Virgin Reusable Spaceship 2 system will see its VSS Unity spaceplane lifted to altitude by a large carrier aircraft called VMS Eve before separating and boasts a flight time of around 90 minutes from takeoff to landing, including several minutes of weightlessness, whereas the SpaceX Dragon capsule sits atop of reusable Falcon rocket, which is used to reach space, and the SpaceX missions are expected to last 3 to 4 days from the launch to splashdown. The 71-year-old Mr. Branson and 5 crewmates reached an altitude of about 88 kilometers over the New Mexico desert. This time was enough to experience 3 to 4 minutes of weightlessness and see the curvature of the Earth. They can safely glide it back home to a runaway landing. On landing safely back, he congratulated his team and mentioned that this was due to the hard work put by him and his team for the 17 years that they were to achieve this impossible feat. With this, he added one more achievement, that is, he became the first person to blast off in his own spaceship. He also became only the second septuagenarian to depart for space after John Glenn, who flew on the shuttle at the age of 77 in 1998. Though everything is not as simple as it looks to be, Virgin Galactic had its own share of misfortunes while experimenting with space flights. In 2007, a rocket motor test in the Mojave Desert left 3 workers dead. And in 2014, a Virgin Galactic rocket plane broke apart during a test flight, killing 1 pilot and seriously injuring the others. Coming back to the maiden flight, let us see how it went. A twin fuselage aircraft with its spaceplane attached underneath took off the first stage of the flight. The spaceplane then detached from the mothership at an altitude of about 13 kilometers and fired its engine, reaching the edge of the space. The entire flight up and back brought the sleek white ship named Unity took just under 15 minutes. This breathtaking flight was witnessed by around 500 people in New Mexico, including Mr. Branson's wife, children, grandchildren, and Elon Musk. He also wished Mr. Branson via Twitter, "Godspeed." Mr. Bezos also sent his wishes for a safe and successful flight. He also took to Twitter to let the world know about how he felt about this flight and how in times to come, how his company rides would be better. As we know that Mr. Branson is a quite flamboyant person, this achievement of his had to take the world by storm, and it did with the global live streams of the space flight. Apart from this, celebrities and former space station astronauts to the company's Spaceport America base in New Mexico were also invited. R&B singer Khalid was on hand to perform his new single New Normal and not to be dawning of space tourism, while CBS Late Show host Stephen Colbert served as the event's masters of ceremonies. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.